Hello everybody, today I've got a very unusual deck for you. This is a deck full of walls as far as you can see. It is a 4-color wall deck. We've got black as the support color actually, but most importantly we've got white, blue and red walls and a ton of interesting things to make this deck work. And let us just take a look at how it performs. Later on we will, as usual, see the gameplay using Forge. I have play tested this deck. I'm really happy that I finally have been able to make this deck, because this has been my dream for a long time, to make a deck which is based on walls. So yes, first of all, we've got the mana base. This deck is very color hungry. We've got a lot of specific mana types that we need, a lot of even non-splashable cards, I would say. So this is, all help that we can get in terms of color mana. So we've got Cities of Brass. They would actually be somewhat compensated by Diamond Valley, that we'll look at later. And we have got Tundras, because blue and red are the main colors of this deck. So we've got a playset of those. We also have got 4 plateaus, because again, blue, red and white are the most dominant colors here, so we also need a playset of white and red lands. We have got 3 volcanics, we have got 3 underground seas, and also 3 badlands. So mana base might require some tuning, but so far I'm actually quite happy with it. Also, we have got the library, because very frequently we will be, in the defensive position, and sometimes we might draw Brain Geyser or Ancestral, so there is a way to hope that we are going to be able to use the library. Next, again, continuing our discussion of mana, we have got the obvious culprits, the all Moxen, I would say all of the Moxen that you need. We don't have green here. I was thinking about green. We've got some nice walls there as well, such as Carnivorous Plant, but again, maybe next time, because I've got some other ideas for deck based on lands. But yeah, this time it's not the case. Also, we've got Soul Ring, because, colorless mana is also important here, and obviously Black Lotus doesn't hurt either. So yeah, as you can see, of course, I packed a ton of good cards in here, but this is just to help this rather janky deck to survive. And here we have also got this non-mana producing land, which is a brilliant one, Diamond Valley. So Diamond Valley is one of those cards that I got to appreciate much later, and in fact it's not, that long since I obtained this card. So tap to sacrifice one of your creatures in exchange for a number of life equal to its toughness. So essentially we can tap it, sacrifice a wall, and walls, as have a ton of toughness, so at least 5. So that definitely can keep you going, and we will see how this Diamond Valley actually performs. And so far I'm happy with it. I'm definitely not going to remove it. So speaking of walls, let's just take a look at the walls themselves. What exactly have we got here? We have got 3 Wall of Air. Let's not forget the Mage here, because this is Richard Thomas. The drill here. Absolutely beautiful, amazing art that goes very well with this frame. Next, we have got Wall of Wonder. Wall of Wonder is one of those rare attacking walls, 5/1, a bit tricky to use and quite vulnerable. It can be killed by a Prodigal Sorcerer, for example, but at the same time, quite interesting to use. Next, we've got probably my favorite wall in terms of power that it has, because it's a flying 3/5 for 4 mana, and it's actually highly splashable. So I actually like this wall, and I remember that when I just started to play Magic, I used to think that this was the wall, this green creature. It's just interesting because, when we think about art directing and about how those game pieces are supposed to be functioning, what immediately draws your attention is not necessarily what is supposed to be in the focus. So, you know, really used to think that somehow, and I don't know, it's still, I'm not such a fan of this art, even though it's Mark Teason, one of my favorite artists. But nevertheless, here what we need to know is that, yes, it's super nice, 3/5 for 4 mana and flying as well. And this is crucial, as you will see later. I mean, of course, Wall of Fire also has flying, but it's only 1 toughness, and that's actually quite a huge difference. I mean, 1 power. And this one is a rather obscure wall. I mean, I have never seen it in play. I did see the other walls actually, but this one I have never seen in play because it's incredibly expensive. That's 5 mana. Okay, think of what you can get for 5 mana. You can get a, for example, for exactly the same casting cost, Fire Elemental, 5/4, right? So this one is 0/6. I love the art here. Super abstract, very dark, very symbolic, dreamy. I don't know how to describe it. And it gets +1/+0 until end of turn for 1 colorless mana. So that's very important because we know that in old school Magic, colorless mana is, I think it's actually quite safe to say, twice as cheap as the colored mana. I mean, if you think about Soul Ring, if you think about Mana Vault, Basalt Monolith, some other cards, so actually getting colorless mana is usually much easier than getting mana of specific color. So we'll actually capitalize on that. You will see, especially in this deck that has so many different colors, this can be quite a game changer. Next, we have got Wall of Fire, which I also love. Essentially, this is the counterpart of Wall of Water. I mean, it does make sense, doesn't it? And of course, Wall of Fire is the art that I prefer. Again, here is the mage. Here is the mage as well. Again, Richard Thomas, this famous cycle. And yes, they are identical. And I cannot say that one is better than the other. But here I just included 1 copy of this. Because, well, I don't know why. Don't ask me. Yes, here is this Wall of Water as well that we have discussed. So now it's time to actually show you how we are planning to win. And one of the things that we're planning to use is, of course, the Animate Wall plan. So Animate Wall, what a lovely card, right? If you look at the picture, this wall, I don't know, becomes some kind of a grumpy golem. And it's so funny. And at the same time conveys the idea perfectly. I love this art. Again, Dan Frazier, one of the founding fathers of old school Magic art, of course. And yes, the big disadvantage of this enchantment is that it is an enchantment. I mean, it's an aura. So you put it on your wall, for example. Now you've got a 3/5 flying creature that can attack, and it's not a big deal. I mean, not a bad deal, I'm sorry. And yeah, maybe it is not a big deal because, okay, if your opponent has got Sarah Angel, then probably it will be a bit trickier to, you know, get through the defense. But what I'm trying to say is that this aura will inevitably end up in your graveyard. And for that, we have got Skull of Worm. So Skull of Worm is there to make sure that we can get those enchantments back, because we actually have got one more play set of very important enchantments for this deck. And I'm talking specifically about this card. Who has got a play set of this? I know I do. This was my initial plan when I was thinking about how many copies of a particular card to get. And look at the art, you know, it's so beautiful. And I don't know, so fairy tale like. And you've got the lights over here. I don't know, just takes me back. Even though I didn't really play that card too often when I was a kid, but yeah, it's an amazing one. Just the whole feeling, very difficult to convey. But nevertheless, what it does is that your walls gain +1/+0. So this is a tribal enchantment essentially for walls. How cool is that? So not only do they gain +1/+0, but they also gain banding. And banding, of course, will help us even more because we will be able to attack as a band. We'll be able to divide the damage as we want to. So essentially, our opponent will not be able to get through our defense because it's just going to be very, very impressive. And even if they do have enough power to kill our wall, they won't be able to, distribute the damage as they want to, because this is something we'll be able to do with banding. So using these two cards, we will be able, of course, to attack. We can also attack with Wall of Wonder. And one more nice trick that we've got is Glyph of Destruction. So, so far I haven't used it yet. And perhaps in order to capitalize on Glyph of Destruction, we would need something that can provoke our opponent into attacking, even if we have got this perfect defense lined up. So perhaps it could be Nettling Imp, perhaps it could be Siren's Call, perhaps I will revisit this idea and make a Glyph of Destruction oriented deck, because there are some more interesting ideas, maybe with green actually, Glyph of Reincarnation, anyone? So that's what I'm trying to say. And of course, the other plan that we've got is winning using Sword of the Ages. So Sword of the Ages is this very slow but very powerful artifact that comes into play tapped. It costs 6 mana. And then you can sacrifice any number of creatures to deal some damage equal to the combined power of those creatures to some target. So it could be a creature, it could be your opponent. Of course, here we want to just get all of our walls and do, I don't know, 30 damage. How good is that to our opponent? Because we will be able to amass this huge army of walls. We will be able to pump them all using Fortified Area. And then we will be able to, for example, pump this, and we will be able to pump, most importantly, Wall of Opposition. So sometimes this is the only pump that you will ever need, because you will be able to spend as much colorless mana as you want to. And then you will be able to attack your opponent, or maybe not even necessarily attack. You can just throw all of your creatures at your opponent using this amazing Sword of the Ages. And yes, there are, of course, it doesn't always happen, but it's one of our plans. And in the worst case scenario, we can try to reuse this card. And I mean that we have got another copy here. So it doesn't always work, but when it does, it feels very rewarding. So a couple more cards that we haven't discussed is Demonic Tutor. Of course, you can get some of the combo pieces with that. You can get a piece of power, you can get something that you need. Specifically, of course, a couple of blue power pieces. There's Time Walk, there's Ancestral as well. And one more beautiful thing here, a nice trick, is Transmutation. So what does Transmutation do? It switches power and toughness. Effects that alter power alter toughness instead, and vice versa. So essentially what you can do here is that you can pump your creatures, for example, and instead of 3/5, this will be 5/3. When it's attacking, it's good enough. This one, even better, 5/1 attacker. And this one already does that by itself, as you understand. So not necessarily you're going to capitalize on this, but I thought it's a nice little trick here. And essentially, yes, we've got this black splash again, just 2 black cards essentially, so we can try more. So this is the deck that you see here. And now let's go to Forge Games to see how it actually performs. And let's just right into it. Let's just jump right into it. So let's try to play against a blue and red aggro deck. I do actually like this one. So there is Mana Vault. I mean, I do like the hand here. As you see, a ton of power, so I will just do that. Just take a Time Walk turn. And then I will... it's not really possible to cast it without sacrificing the Lotus. I mean, I probably will not need the Lotus. Lotus is only good for Brain Geyser. But okay, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Let's just try to do that. Actually, as you understand, we don't need to cast Animate Wall on Wall of Wonder, because Wall of Wonder can attack in any case. And what was that? Time Twister. Okay, so it's very good that I actually did use the Lotus. And now we are off to, fresh start. And now there's always a dilemma whether we should attack. I think we should attack, when we can, because we do have enough mana to activate it and swing for 5. I mean, it's just 1/4 of our opponent's life, so definitely worth doing. And now here's a Sage, and Sage is actually attacking me. That's weird. But okay, here's the Trike. I can't really do anything against Trike. I mean, I can't activate Wall of Wonder now because it will be just one shot with the Trike. So in that case, I think that we should go into defense, and there isn't much that our opponent can do now against us. And here is the ATOG. So, AI technically it says it can play ATOG, but in reality it can't because, with ATOG there are just so many things and also different mind tricks and such. And okay, also it's not very good at using the Sage, as you understand. So our safest bet now is just casting a lot of walls, hoping that there is no removal. I mean, no mass removal. Probably there isn't, because the opponent is obviously not going to attack. Okay, he copied the Trike. That's not good. That's not good at all. So here's my favorite wall. Wall of Opposition is absolutely massive. And, the only thing I will be waiting for now is animate wall. But I mean, the second thing that I will be waiting for, maybe even more than that, is the glorious sword of the ages. And okay, here is the glyph. Glyph actually doesn't work very well here, and I don't have anything to activate. I mean, I cannot use Siren's Call, so, if I want to use the glyph, I would probably do something else. So far, it hasn't been really good. So what can we do? We can just cast one more wall, and I think then we can actually start using Skull of Worm. We can use Fortified Area, because remember, it also gives banding to our walls. Okay, Demonic Tutor, that's not good. What is he going to do? Going to cast Suchi and sacrifice it. What a disgrace. Okay, so what can we do here? What can we do? Yeah, we can get Skull of Worm, and I think, well, no, wait. It was not a Wheel of Fortune by Time Twister. What was it? Okay, where's the graveyard? Yeah, it was a Time Twister. So obviously we don't have anything in the graveyard. I mean, we didn't have animate wall. Okay, so just one more wall. Really, really waiting for Sword of the Ages. That would really be a game over for our opponent. And okay, here's one more wall of opposition. It's getting pretty ridiculous. So it's a classic stalemate. Maybe our opponent will just kill themselves with City of Brass. I really hope it's gonna happen. Or maybe our opponent can actually kill us. I'm not sure about that. With trikes and direct damage. Oh no, this is terrible. This is terrible, just killing itself. With mana vaults and tapping City of Brass, all of this weird stuff. Okay, dangerously low now, my friend. Okay, so let's cast the skull as well. Look, the number of things I have is just ridiculously, insanely big. And, it's getting really crowded here. And, okay, basically, I can say that we're almost done. So there is 15 damage on the board. So if our opponent has a Psy Blast, I wonder whether the AI actually has Psy Blast or something like that that can deal some damage to me, because that would really be a good. But oh wait, what was that? That's weird. That's weird. Okay, this is this last stand. Okay, so let's think of. I honestly didn't expect that. Okay, so first question that we should answer is how many blockers we've got. Okay, so there are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we definitely have more than enough. And they're actually pretty big, because we have got, well, currently only one fortified area, so maybe it wasn't such a good idea. But okay, anyway, it sometimes happens. So, okay, declare attackers, I do nothing. I am not going to use Glyph, of course, because would destroy the wall. Okay, so Sage, I attack with, you know, let's say Wall of Fire. I don't really care. Then I will block like this. I mean, does it really matter? It doesn't matter because all of them. Wait, it actually does matter. Actually, it does matter because they would be able to finish off some of my walls because they actually have 4 power. Okay, wait, it's not that simple actually. It's not that simple, but then again, there isn't that much that I can do. Okay, is this one unblocked? Okay, this one is blocked now. So at least we can get rid of ATOG. Who else is not blocking? Who else is not blocking? Okay, maybe we can do this perhaps? Or do I even want to block with this wall? It's so powerful and good. I don't know. Wait, maybe we will do this instead. Okay, I'm getting a bit confused here. So maybe this strategy actually did work. Um, okay. So, okay, let's check this once again. Wall of Fire is blocking Sage of Latnam. But you know what? Wait. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, because this whole turn is probably much more difficult than the whole game so far. So what I'm trying to say is that let's say we block the Sage with something insignificant. Okay, with this one, for instance. And let's even say that we double block the Sage. Okay, so I want instead of this. Okay, yeah, I just have to understand how it works here on desktop. Okay, so yeah, we double block the Sage with 2 Wall of Wonder. Okay, this seems fair. Next attacker. Who are we currently blocking with? Okay, can't even trace it. Wait. Currently blocking with the Wall of Opposition. Okay, it's, I mean, 4. Yes. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. I will be able to deal 4 damage. Okay. Next, we've got Atog. Atog is currently blocked by. Um, Wait, we have got 3 Wall of Wonder. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so Atog is blocked by 1 Wall of Wonder, which is all right. And now it's important to understand that if we use Wall of Opposition like that, then all 4 points of damage would actually go there, right? So that's rather important. And you see, the thing is that the opponent can. Okay, yeah, now I understand. Because we have to make sure that the opponent chooses either combat damage or the damage from trike counters, because they cannot choose both. That's very important, actually. And maybe has some kind of a trick to finish my guys off. Okay, so in that case, we'll do this. Okay, so double block like that. Okay. For Wall of Fire, we will actually not use anything. Wait, you can actually sacrifice a ton of stuff and kill Wall of Fire. But I don't really care about Wall of Fire because Wall of Fire is just a weaker version of Wall of Position, unfortunately, for it, even though I love the card actually. So, I don't know. Let's do it like this. Okay, what do you have in your sleeve? A lot of damage to me. And assign damage. Okay, okay, okay. So in the end, okay, are we dead yet? Are we dead yet? No, decided to kill off this wall, decided to kill off this. Okay, so overall, I just think it was a silly idea by our opponent, and now we will be able to just activate Wall of Wonder attack for lethal. Not really, not really, not really, because still have got 4 trike counters, much to my chagrin. So yes, we will just wait. We will just wait. But okay, now it doesn't look that bad. Woo! There is a fireball. There is a fireball. Okay, so I'm dead. I'm dead. Yeah, I mean, could I have done something differently? No, because I wouldn't be able to attack anyhow. So, okay, it just kills me with the trike. Okay. Well, all right. So, I have to give credit to the AI opponent because I think this game has been quite beautifully played. And we did have this stalemate. But, things were resolved in a very, I would say, appropriate manner. So here's a turn twister again, Mana Vault, Suchi. And, despite all the odds, against all the odds, I mean, the AI didn't kill itself using City of Brass and Mana Vault. Okay, so let's take one more turn. And yeah, it would be a pity to waste the Lotus. because okay, we have this, double blue. This is what you get for playing a double, I mean, four color deck with, not really splashable things. But, oh wait, I should have done it differently. Yeah, this is very embarrassing, very embarrassing. But okay, that's fine, I guess. That's fine. Okay, at least we'll do that. Okay, so we're still alive. Again, I wonder what AI actually tutored for, because it definitely could have been. Oops. So here's Chaos Orb. So look at Chaos Orb in action. Turned over 2 times, landed on Scrubland. Again, here it works in a very interesting way. I mean, it doesn't really work like it does in old school. Um, it's, really more random. Sometimes it can even land. So basically, it almost does this, physical, I don't know what's the best way to put it, like physical simulation, I guess. And okay, Sage of Flatnam. So I've been bashing the AI, but in the end, AI did outplay me here, and it wasn't half as bad as I had thought. Okay, because this is the first time I'm playing against this deck. I mean, the first time I'm playing this particular matchup, I did play against this deck a couple of times, which reminds me, that I should probably now start using some different decks because I'm still in this process, of digitizing some of the top 8 decks from various events, and it's really fun. Okay, Sage of Latnam, Atog. Okay, yeah, so we do have some hope, but definitely this is not 18 damage, definitely very far from being 18 damage. Now, what we can start doing, perhaps, because it doesn't have any flyers. And okay, it crashed. That's a shame, that's a terrible shame. And it looks like Animate Wall breaks this version. I don't know why, I will be honest with you. So, okay, we are trying to proceed, but there is nothing we can do. So, okay, let's launch Forge again. And we'll play against something else, Because it looks like Animate Artifact, sorry, Animate, not Artifact, of course, but Animate Wall crashes this version. I don't know why. Okay, you know what? I will just show you how it works without Animate Wall, which is not really how it's supposed to be working, but yes, I guess I will just try that probably. I will have to rely on the alternative win condition, which is Sword of the Ages. And can we get Mark's little deck? I will definitely lose against Mark's little deck, but okay, let us not lie to ourselves. And yeah, notice that I used draw, so I'm going second. And oh, it's actually very, very nice. I would say, okay, what should we do? What should we do? Probably take time walk turn, sacrifice for blue, and yeah, then I will draw. Okay, take a time walk turn, cast this. Okay, so hopefully this will help me to get some unfair advantage. And no, can't cast. I should have used the. Oh no. Oh no. I should have used the City of Brass, of course. That's the thing with City of Brass. It does cost you 1 life to activate, but sometimes, it can actually save you. And okay, so he actually played this combat trick before combat, which is a bit silly, but do I want to block now? Most likely not. This is just too big. And we're down to 9, but it's not that terrible. Down to 8. But, what can our opponent do? Not much. Now that we have this amazing stuff. And, okay, let's probably draw. How much mana do we have? We have got 6 mana, so draw 4, I think, is a fair game. And here is one more mana source. So, by now I definitely shouldn't lose, but, never say never. Our opponent can have some crazy stuff. And yeah, as I was saying, I'm not going to try and use Animate Wall because I want to win at least once as you are watching these games. And I mean, it did previously crash. So, you know, we'll try it maybe once more. But yeah, I think that for some very weird reason, Animate Wall crashes this particular version because it doesn't crash the Android version. So again, very strange. And okay, here we really have to think because there's always this question: should you play a card or should you leave it in your hand? Because if you have got some kind of discard, then of course you should play it as soon as possible. But if you worry about some removal of this particular type of permanent, then of course you should not. You know, keep it in your hand. So here I'm kind of hesitant because, yeah, we've got Time Twister, but I don't think that this deck has any artifact removal in the main deck. So, okay, just in case, I will do that. And yeah, here we have to start doing the math. So there is +1 to our wall's attack. This is definitely not enough. We've got Diamond Valley, which is nice, but not enough walls. You know, I have gone through so many cards so far, but I only have got these three pitiful walls. And okay, look, this is getting bad because unstable mutation on archers, it means that, yeah, really, I don't know. Probably I will not block steel, and this would get me dangerously close. Wait, our opponent actually has three Mishras, so that's really something to worry about. Okay, I think I'll just eat this damage. And okay, here is Giant Growth, so in that case, I will just use Diamond Valley on one of my walls. And okay, I'm not dead, but very close to doing so. And that's just a pity, isn't it? That's just a pity. So regrowth, attack. Yeah, there will be this, you know, pump again. So, okay, and this is now 4-3, right? Yeah, now it's 4-3, but it's not getting better because we'll be pumped in any case. I don't know what to do really. It seems that we've lost now. It seems that we've lost. Okay, this is very hesitant, I would say. No Mishras, nothing like that. Okay, what was that? Well, alright, I'll block, you know. I'll block. Vandal Heaven, yay. Sign damage, yay. Okay, what was that? Again, as I was saying, so this is one of those, you know, weird AI things. Things that shouldn't have happened. For some reason, doesn't use the factories. Okay, so here we have got just the more stupid version of AI. And okay, we will double block. Will we double block? No, we will not double block because we will not even kill this guy. And okay, it looks like it's time to sacrifice one more wall. But actually, no, this wouldn't work. You know, I was thinking of using Sword of the Ages, but you know, I'm not such a madman. Okay, in that case, I will just sacrifice one more wall. So we're still alive. And here is the big wall. In case it's gonna help us really. And here are the Mishras. Here are the Mishras. Okay. So, you know, I noticed that the AI opponent really likes to use Mishras to just finish you off. And I mean, using the pump, for instance, the pump knights, mostly to finish you off again, as I said. So, okay. Yes, what can we do? Okay, declare attackers, block like, wait. Okay, here are blockers. So, okay, we can do this. We can, of course, do this and this, and it would still not be enough. Okay, so sacrifice the biggest wall. Wait. Okay, don't want to think too much here. Okay, we're still alive. Should have pumped the wall, right? Okay, now I've done a lot of stupid things now. Look, for some reason now, he didn't activate it. So who can explain that? Didn't activate the Mishras. And okay, now he's left without the creatures. So maybe, even despite, you know, my silliness, I still deserve a chance. to play and win. Ooh, okay. What can we get? What can we get? We cannot get brain geyser. Yeah, it's a shame that we wasted the geyser. It's such a shame that we wasted the geyser. I feel so bad about it. Mm, I mean, probably can get a ton of mana and kill the opponent, right? What's the better way to get mana than to use Soul Ring? But on the other hand, this will net us 4. Okay, yeah, this will net us 4. Okay. And the 4 that we don't need to pump. Because look, here, this is basically 4 mana to gain +4. So essentially the same thing as here, because 1 mana nets you 1 damage. And I think we should start doing the math, right? Maybe I should have used Fortify. No, that would still net me only +3. Okay. So, okay, what's the deal now? Right, okay, let's just leave until next turn. Okay, so we survived, fortunately. And yeah, here is the Soul Ring, by the way, so it's good that I didn't wish for it. Okay, let's see. How much mana have we got? We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't touch that. Okay, 11. Don't touch that one. So we've got 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so that's actually more than enough. That's actually more than enough. So we start tapping mana. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And be very careful. Don't tap the last city of brass. Well, even if we do tap the last city of brass, we can technically counter with diamond well, but don't want to do that, obviously. Okay, so let all of that resolve. It's going to be a huge wall. And now we're just going to sacrifice it. Sacrifice X creatures, which is, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sacrifice Sword of the Ages. And select creatures to sacrifice. Here they are. And yeah, we won. We won. We got the Mana Flooded achievement. Okay. So okay, let's play against the other deck. So let's not bash, on Mark's little deck. I will actually play against the deck that I find impossible to win against, and it will be even more difficult now that I cannot really use animate. Well, if I do get to use it, I will still try that, and the game will most likely crash. So since I can do it in just a couple of turns, I think I will do it right away. So okay, here is this. Yeah, next turn I will do this. Okay, so put it here. AI doesn't understand how walls can attack and crashes. No, doesn't crash. Oh, okay. Looks perfect. Oh, okay, we actually got lucky, because previously it crashed. I don't know what is actually connected to, but I'm absolutely sure that the AI is, mm, just going to break now because it doesn't understand what's happening. Why didn't I pump? Okay, shame on me. But okay, let's try to use that. Use drain life on me. Again, doesn't have any mana for regeneration, and you need 3. No, 2. I always mix it up. For some reason, I think it's 3 because it's 3 attack. Yeah. So I will attack again for. Oh, okay. Actually, my opponent is in a better position now because that was drain life. Okay, so here is this wall of fire. And things are getting pretty bad, but wait for our opponent to cast the disc. So when our opponent casts the disc, we're dead. Well, cannot really regenerate the creatures. I mean, when he uses the disc, as I saw, doesn't really use any regeneration shield or anything. But definitely the Mishras are still here. This combo with the disc and Mishras still active, of course. So I don't know. Should we start attacking slowly? But this wouldn't even help, right? And we cannot attack with this. So, it's a kind of a stalemate until our opponent casts the discs, and then we just die. Okay, a ton of regenerating creatures. So, waiting for our opponent to demolish us, unfortunately. Even if we get the only thing that can save us is Wall of Swords, probably most efficient wall. And okay, here it is. Here it is. So let's try that. Let's try that. I bet you don't like to block with the hippie. Okay, the good thing is that the desktop version works a little bit faster. Oh no, oh no. Okay, so at least we will attack once, at least we will attack once. So I will show you the power of Wall of Swords, but I guess it's game over and the disc will be activated right now. Yes or no? Is the disc going to be activated? No. Okay, I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised. So, okay, maybe the disc will be activated now? No? I'm starting to think that AI might be different in the desktop version and this one, but probably not. I mean, crashes are different because when I played a lot of games on the. Okay, here's the disc. So, okay, now he probably just said, okay, you have more creatures than I do, so it's time to actually blow up the disc. And he didn't even activate. He doesn't understand the point of this deck. Didn't activate regeneration. Now, okay, but now we're just going to get stomped with Mishras, which is very unpleasant always. And I think I will just animate this wall for fun. Here's the clay statue. Okay, what would we like to get? Probably just Brain Riser. Okay, here is the hippie that we really don't want to see. But I will just get a ton of things now. I will just go crazy and get as many good cards as I can. It will definitely be an overkill, but I will just discard the stuff I don't want to see. And okay, how much mana have we got? We have got 11 mana, so that means 8 cards, right? 8 cards. Yeah, okay, I already played the land, so can I do that? And now I will discard. Okay, I will discard the glyph because it doesn't work really properly here. Transmutation is so nice. I really want to show you how it works, but I don't think I would be able to, so probably I will discard transmutation as well. Okay, so here is the goddamn hippie swinging. And, we're almost dead. That's the biggest problem, actually. That's what the problem is, not the fact that hippie is swinging. Because we cannot block flyers now. We cannot block flyers. And here's the disc to make things worse. So yeah, we'll just die to the flyer, unfortunately. No, we will die to mission. It's even more embarrassing. Even more embarrassing. Okay, so let's play one last game. Let's play one last game against Line Dim, maybe? So line Dib is this bane of all dexes, I think. But again, in AI's hands, I'm not going to say this is the very worst deck. So, just like I told you, I cannot win against this, Clay Disco deck, which is just absolutely amazing. It's just such a fun deck to play against. It's just so nice to see a lot of funny cards there. It's, really, really. You are not bothered, by losing to that deck. Even though it can feel pretty humiliating sometimes because, it's just a janky deck, but yeah, it works pretty well. Okay. So, what have we got here? This. And, okay. Our opponent is just throwing burn at us. And, okay, next turn I should definitely attack. What did I do? Okay, I activated it in the second main phase. Shame on me. No, I mean, let's attack, no? Why not? Bolt back? Okay, I think it's fair. This fair trade. Bolt against my wall. I mean, I have more walls than our opponent has bolts. Let's just hope that it doesn't crash. Please don't crash. Doesn't crash. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. So maybe we can actually win using this. Oh, I didn't attack. Okay, so look, usually, of course, it would be a good idea to tap the cities of brass as well. So here, maybe I can tap only one city of brass. Is it worth it even? I don't know, because it becomes such a precious resource. This is basically a bolt and side blast and one damage from the Javelineer. Okay, I would play it safe because I really want to show you how I win with animate um, wall rather than Sword of the Ages. But maybe now we should actually do that. No, that's not a good idea in any case. Never a good idea. But on the other hand, I will just. Should I enchant Wall of Fire? I actually don't have a lot of red sources. Okay, maybe I will just do this. That looks a bit silly, but. Oh no. What have we got? Okay, so let's start with this. And then Wall of Air, I can't really. No, I can. I will cast Wall of Air. So that's all right. Attack with these two, because then we will be able to untap them. And here is the fortified area, so that's good. Okay, three attackers that we should care about. I mean, we should care about all of these attackers, because if we don't care about the attackers, we will definitely die. So, okay, now it's either AI wins or I win. Yeah, so it looks that I win actually. So Alpha Strike, always nice to press. Okay, so here it is. Here was the um, deck. And okay, maybe we should play the second game, all right? Maybe there should be at least one match that we should play in whole. I said because I liked the odds here. I mean, I just like this start. So, okay, Demonic Tutor. Wait, like this. Like this. And I will get Ancestral, but I will not use it. I will not use it. Okay, so Ancestral. Okay. So probably this. So it's a good thing that I still decided to try whether it works or not, because you know it crashed twice previously. So okay, I cannot play this. That's weird. Okay, I skipped a lot of turns now. Not a good thing to have. Okay, how much white mana do we need? Yeah, I think we can actually do double. We can do double fortified area. Oh no, don't tell. Oh no, you should never tap mana automatically. You should never tap mana automatically. It is always a silly thing to do. And now our opponent has got something we really don't want to see, which is a Pump Knight. Okay, I will just start attacking with flyers, I think. I will just start attacking with flyers. And if I try to use this marvelous combo, then you risk seeing the Javelineers in action, so I will not do that. Okay, the glyph. Okay, so let's just try to be more patient than our opponent is. And okay, so here's the area, at least. Gets destroyed immediately. Double bolt the wall. Oh no. Okay. Double bolt the wall. That's done. And yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So we'll play the sword, but I don't know. Will this actually even work? I don't know. I have tried to use it because this is this dream combo, super janky combo. But I've never been able to play it properly, unfortunately. Maybe we can try here again. I don't know. Maybe I should tick all of these because, that would be super nice. Look, so power toughness has switched. So this becomes 5-1. Okay. And then plus 10. This would still not be enough to deal 20 damage. But okay, I think we gotta be patient. Okay. Oh, Brain Geyser. Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. Now I think we're much closer to victory than before. So how much? mana do we get? We get 9, 11. Okay, so I can draw 9 cards, which I will do. Which I will do. And okay, here is the extra nice thing. We can also play a land. And we can even, no, wait, we cannot play anything else. Can we? Oh, we can. Yep, perfect, perfect. So just one card to discard, right? Just one card to discard, and that will be. No, I will still keep Glyph of Destruction because who knows? Yeah, I don't think I need any more lands. Okay, so it's getting more interesting now. Oh, here's the Ifrit. Okay, so it likes to do these silly things. Because obviously the Ifrit is just going to kill him. And disintegrate the wall. Okay, that's an interesting decision, but I don't mind. I don't mind. Yeah, Wall of Swords cannot really attack because we don't have the fortified area. Okay, so let's see. How much damage have we got on the table? 1, 2, 3. Then we've got 6. And this one we can pump quite a lot, but still not enough. So we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, and here 6 more. So that's just 15 damage. Just 2 damage short. So we need a lot of blue mana actually. And I don't know, is it a good idea to attack? So we can double attack, but no, that's too dangerous. I don't want to risk it. I really don't. But wait, we do have transmutation, don't we? No. This changes stuff a lot. This does change stuff a lot. Okay, so I think I can show you transmutation in action. I just don't know how this affects. This will technically sacrifice it. I mean, will he be able to shoot it in response? Well, this will be just. Oh, it's very interesting. Very interesting. So this will be, you know, I really, on the one hand, want to do that, but on the other hand, I'm really afraid to risk it. Hmm. Okay, well, let's just play it safe. Let's just play it safe. Because, automatic damage will kill our opponent soon in any case. Oh, okay. Mana drain the Mox Pearl. Mana drain Mox Pearl. Okay, we basically won. Let's just stop pretending that we are in danger, because this super powerful effect, interestingly enough, can be used as a not as an instant, I mean, not as a sorcery. Okay, so we pump our walls and everything. Then I think I will still play transmutation on this wall. Okay. Will he shoot it? Yeah, he will shoot it. Um, Now we're going to activate it in response, but then he is going to shoot it in response. So I don't know how it's going to work, actually. It's very interesting because technically this will be just like the effect of sacrifice, and then we will not sacrifice the wall. I don't understand even how it will work. But okay, let's just see. And yeah, so we won? No? Yeah, we did win.